Have you ever said something in anger, and then watched it ripple through someone's soul like a knife? Have you ever heard words that changed your life? Not because they were loud, but because they landed. We were taught that words are just sounds, just noise, that what really matters is action. But there's a truth much older than the textbooks, much deeper than grammar or grammar school, a truth whispered in temples, carved in stone, and spoken only in sacred breath. Words are spells, not just in fairy tales, not in fantasy fiction. In this world, right now, every day, when you speak, you activate something. Your voice doesn't just pass through the air, it weaves, it codes, it alters the field around you. In ancient Egypt, the word for to speak was the same as the word for to create. In the Vedas, sacred mantras were said to shape reality itself. In Kabbalistic tradition, letters are living forces, each one holding specific vibrations capable of opening gates between realms. And yet, here we are, casually saying things like, "I'm such an idiot. This always happens to me. I hate my life. I'm broke. I'm tired. I'm done." Do you see? We don't realize it. But we curse ourselves daily, not with black candles and ritual robes, but with careless words, spoken over and over again, like a loop, like a hex, like a spell. And if you've ever wondered why certain patterns in your life repeat, why it feels like you're stuck in the same scene again and again, maybe it's not bad luck, maybe it's not karma, maybe it's your language. Because every word you speak is a frequency, and every frequency attracts its match. This isn't poetic, it's quantum, it's energetic law. Your words are not decorations, they are directions. They don't just describe reality, they instruct it. They tell the universe what to echo back. So the next time you say, "Nothing ever works out for me," know this, the spell has been cast. And the universe, obedient, neutral, precise, simply mirrors the incantation. But here's the beautiful part. You can change the spell. You can shift your words and shift your world. But first, you have to remember. In the next part, we'll explore how this sacred knowledge was hidden, why the power of language was once reserved for the initiated, and how you, yes you, can reclaim your voice as the most powerful tool of transformation you have. Let's keep going, long before textbooks, long before printing presses or grammar rules. Words were not taken lightly. They were sacred. They were magic. In ancient temples, language was taught in whispers. Not everyone was allowed to speak the sacred names. Not everyone was trusted with the tongue of the gods, because words could build empires or collapse them. Words could bless harvests or curse generations, and those who truly understood this guarded the knowledge like fire. To speak something out loud was to pull it from the unseen into the seen. It was a ritual. Every sound carried weight. Every syllable had structure. The placement of words, the tone, the breath, the intention, all of it mattered. This wasn't communication. This was conjuration. In some cultures, a single mispronounced word during ceremony could close the gate or collapse the entire invocation. Words weren't just tools, they were keys, and some doors were never meant to open. That's how powerful it was. But over time, we were taught to forget. We were taught to talk, not to speak, to fill silence with noise, to value quickness over clarity, to believe that it's just a word, but ancient memory still lingers. Have you ever felt it? That moment when someone speaks to your soul, and their words unlock something inside you? Or when a stranger says something cruel, and it sticks for years? That's not coincidence. That's vibrational residue. Words don't vanish after we say them. They linger, they imprint, they ripple through the field and return in unexpected ways. Because the universe is always listening, not to your thoughts, not even to your prayers, to your tone, to your language, to the energy you broadcast. This is why so many traditions emphasize silence, not because silence is better, but because careless speaking is dangerous. A sacred mouth speaks little, but when it does, worlds respond. In the next part, we'll explore the spells we speak without knowing, the phrases we repeat that program our lives, and how your daily vocabulary might be the most powerful spiritual ritual you've never questioned. Let's go deeper. Not all spells are spoken in Latin. Not all incantations come from dusty books. Some of the most powerful spells are the ones you repeat to yourself every single day. Let's look at a few. Maybe you've heard these, maybe you've said them, maybe you've lived them. I'm just not good enough. That always happens to me. I can't afford that. I'm too old. That's just how I am. I'll never find love. Life is hard. I'm cursed. I always mess it up. I hate my body. I'm stuck. These are spells, unconscious affirmations, statements you cast into the field of your own life over and over again. And the more you say them, the more they sink in, the more they carve neural paths, the more they become programming. Your subconscious is always listening, and it doesn't care if you're joking. It doesn't care if you're just venting. It receives the message. It accepts the command. And the universe? It echoes your broadcast. If your language is full of limitation, your life will mirror it. If your words drip with doubt, your path will reflect confusion. If you constantly speak struggle, you will keep meeting resistance. So many of us are spellcasting unconsciously, hexing ourselves in the mirror, cursing our own name, binding our own future with sentences we don't even notice anymore. But here's the thing. Once you become aware of your spells, you can change them. You don't have to scream affirmations. You don't have to memorize mantras. You just have to speak with care, with intention, with reverence, like your words matter, because they do. Even something as small as shifting from, I'm tired, to, I need rest. I'm always late, to, I'm learning to honor time. I can't, to, I'm still discovering how. These are subtle rewrites, tiny recodings, but energetically, they change everything. Your language is a reflection of your relationship with life itself. So the question becomes, what kind of reality are you inviting in every time you speak? In the next part, we'll explore how to use your words consciously, not just to avoid harm, but to become a channel for healing, alignment, and power. Because your voice can either close doors or open them. Let's learn how to open them. So if your words are spells, then every sentence you speak is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. The question is, what are you painting? This is where the true power begins. Conscious speech, deliberate language, sacred expression, not performative, not perfect, but rooted, real, intentional. It starts with a simple pause, a moment of breath before you speak, to ask, is this true? Is this necessary? Is this aligned? You don't have to become silent forever. You just have to become aware. Because when you speak from presence, your words carry presence. They land differently. They vibrate cleaner. They bless the field. Try it. Instead of I'm overwhelmed, say, I am learning how to hold more with grace. Instead of this always happens to me, say, this is teaching me something I haven't seen yet. Instead of I can't do this, say, I'm in the process of expanding into this. Feel the difference? One version casts limitation. The other invites evolution. You are the gatekeeper of your frequency. You can bless your body with your words. You can speak love into water. You can charge a room with presence. You can turn dinner into a ritual just by how you describe it. Words don't need to be complicated to be sacred. Even saying thank you from a place of real reverence can open portals. Even saying I see you with honesty can heal more than years of therapy. The most powerful magic is often the most subtle. Not fireworks, not incantations, but one clear sentence, spoken from soul. So begin small. Bless your food before you eat. Whisper, I love you, to your own heart. Speak kindly of others, even when they're not in the room. Catch yourself mid-complaint and choose a higher phrase. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. Because the universe doesn't respond to grammar. It responds to vibration, and your vibration is coded through your voice. In the final part, we'll bring it all together. We'll talk about what it means to become a living spell, to let your life, your presence, and your words become medicine in a world starved of truth. Let's finish this with power. So now you know, words aren't just things we say. They're threads, they're codes, they're spells, and you are the spellcaster. Every room you enter, every soul you speak to, every moment you narrate aloud, you're shaping something. You're either planting harmony or spreading distortion. You're either echoing fear or transmitting light. You don't need a wand. You don't need robes or rituals. You only need presence. You only need awareness. Because when you become conscious of your words, truly conscious, you become powerful in a way that doesn't seek to control, but to align. You become a living spell, a being whose words soothe the nervous system, whose voice brings others back to their center, whose honesty heals, whose silence blesses, whose energy speaks louder than noise. This is what the world needs, not more volume, more vibration. And you don't have to get it right all the time. You just have to be willing to notice, to return, to recalibrate. Even one word, spoken with love, can shift a moment, a mindset, a memory. So here's your invitation. Speak as if the universe is listening, because it is. Speak as if your words are seeds, because they are. Speak as if your voice can build worlds, because it already has. And if no one else told you today, your words matter. Your presence matters. You matter. You are not just a speaker of spells. You are one. So speak life, speak truth, speak beauty, and watch the world change around you. If this message stirred something inside you, don't keep it silent. Share it. Speak it. Be it. Because someone out there is waiting to hear your spell.